Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome to a new MLB news video where we have a lot of news to talk about today, so buckle up and get ready. Starting off with our first piece of news, the Rangers have informed Rougned Odor, their second baseman, that he will not be making the opening day roster, so he has been cut from the team and designated for assignment. So maybe the Rangers try to trade him for something, but he is owed a lot of money. He's most likely just to be released and then probably signed somewhere else, but the Rangers will have to pay him $27 million over the next 2 years. So, a little bit of a big blow to the Rangers bank account, but they opted to get rid of Odor and use one of the prospects at second base. In other Rangers news, they suffered a pretty big injury to Jose Leclerc. He is done for the season with Tommy John. He has to get Tommy John surgery, so he was supposed to fill the closing role for the Rangers, and now he is injured. So maybe the Rangers will go out and fill the piece that is missing now. Felix Hernandez, King Felix, opted out of his deal with the Baltimore Orioles today. He went there to eat some innings for them. Matt Harvey was a very similar pitcher. A couple of veteran pitchers who have been on a decline since their prime have signed with Baltimore, but he has opted out, probably to sign somewhere else, maybe get a better deal somewhere. There's going to be teams like Pittsburgh or Detroit or even Texas looking for veterans who can eat up innings. Baltimore was a team like that, but he has decided to opt out, so maybe he'll go out and sign somewhere else. Jonathan Lucroy was cut from the Chicago White Sox today. It was very uncertain if he would make the team or not because Chicago has a lot of catching depth over there. Lucroy used to be one of the better catchers in the league, but has declined like Hernandez as well, and he just got cut because Chicago has a lot of great catching depth. TJ Zoik will make the Blue Jays rotation slash bullpen. He's expected to start the first couple games of the season or fill in for Nate Pearson and Ray's couple starts of the season until they're back 100% healthy. He was picked first in the first round by the Blue Jays a couple years ago, so it's good to see that he is finally making a push for the big leagues and he will get some starts in. I don't know if he'll start against the Rangers or against the Yankees, but he has made the rotation until Pearson, Hatch, and Ray come back, and then he'll probably be moved to the bullpen as a Trent Thornton type of role. The Marlins optioned their top pitching prospect, Sixto Sanchez, who they got in the JT Realmuto trade, down to the AAA slash alternate site to start the season. He will only be down there for the first month because it is a service time manipulation tactic. So he will be back up after the first month, so they get him for an extra year because Sanchez is expected to do big things. So Marlins fans, you're going to miss your top prospect for the first month of the season. The Chicago Cubs have halted some extension talks. They wanted to get into some extension talks with Chris Bryant, Javier Baez, and Anthony Rizzo. It seemed most likely that they were going to extend Anthony Rizzo, but those talks have seemed to stop. Rizzo, Bryant, and Baez do not want to sign contracts or even talk contract extensions during the actual season, so all three of those players are likely to go into free agency. I do see Rizzo signing with the Cubs in free agency because he does like it there and he has a strong connection to the team, but Baez and Bryant are probably going to sign somewhere else. Going on to our next story, the Chicago White Sox signed a former All-Star, Jake Lamb, who was cut from the Atlanta Braves a day ago. He has a connection to the manager Tony La Russa in Chicago, so could be a good bench piece for them. He has made an All-Star team before, and he has some good pop in his bat who can play some pretty steady defense at third base and DH as well, which is his main part, which he's going to do in Chicago. So it could be a good sneaky pickup for the White Sox, and hopefully it works out for him and the White Sox. The New York Mets are in their big extension talks with Francisco Lindor and Michael Conforto. Apparently, Lindor is a lot more progressive in the extension talks than Conforto. He is more likely to sign before the season. Obviously, there's only 3 more days until the season starts, but Conforto seems to be a little bit behind in extension talks. So it looks like Conforto is probably going to test the free agent waters after the season, but there is probably a 50-50 chance that Lindor either signs an extension or walks into free agency because Lindor also made it known that he will not talk extension during the regular season. So there is a good chance that Lindor either walks or signs. If he does sign, he's probably going to be in the $275 to $330 million range. He was at a dinner with Mets owner Stephen Cohen over the weekend, So maybe there was some talks going on there. So if you're a Mets fan, definitely something to look out for. And let me know in the comments who you would rather keep. Just to recap, we have the Lindor and the Conforto extension talks between the Mets. Update on that. The Chicago White Sox signed former All-Star Jake Lamb to a minor league deal, but he is going to get a chance to play in the majors. Anthony Rizzo has halted his talks with Chicago on an extension. Sixto Sanchez was sent down to AAA for service time manipulation, so Miami gets him for an extra year. TJ Zoik made the Blue Jays rotation only for the first week, then he'll move over to the bullpen. Jonathan Lucroy was cut from the Chicago White Sox. Felix Hernandez opted out of his deal with the Baltimore Orioles. Jose Leclerc will get Tommy John surgery, so the Rangers are without a closer. And Rougned Odor, the main story, he was cut from the Texas Rangers, so maybe they're going to replace him. Anyways, let me know what you think about these different deals and different news in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one.